Hello again. Now, after drawing our object lines, the next step is to draw our dimensions. Let's provide the dimensions of our object. Now, providing the complete and appropriate dimensions of the object can be tricky. We might, if we fail to identify the proper dimensions needed by the object, at times we miss some dimensions into our drawing. So let's go on to that. And to start with, we are supposed to draw the guidelines just to make sure that the space from our object line towards our dimension lines will be quite equal. So we have to measure, and what we should do is that it should be at least about 10 millimeters away from the object, okay, to provide our dimension lines. So let's go on and provide our guidelines and our construction lines, and make sure that we measure 10 millimeters away from the object. So again, we do this with the use of our 3H pencils. So let's start with the edge of our front view and as well as the edge of our top view. Let's measure about there 10 millimeters there. So when we provide the guidelines, since we project it, so it will already be present for our top view. Then this one again, let's measure 10 millimeters away from the object there. So you could see that our guidelines for our front view is already projected towards the area for our side view. Again, since these are all construction lines, we should be using our 3H pencil in doing this. Then for our top view, again 10 millimeters away from the object there. Then for our side view as well, 10 millimeters away from the object there. So now we do have the right distance for our dimension lines away from our object. Now again, what I do is again start it with our front view. So first, let's look into the details of our object. So let's start doing our dimension lines there. So start from the bottom there, okay, the next, from that point, there, then towards the top, details, or you could do the general dimensions on this part there. So that's what I do. On this side, I provide the details, then here general dimension, just that the details of this of the object would be provided on our top view. So here, let's supply the details there, here to there, 10 millimeters, and this to there, 10 millimeters. So in doing this, you are not duplicating your dimensions. Okay, here you have a general dimensions, here you have the details of your dimensions. Okay, so the same way with this, if we are going to supply the general dimension here, we are going to supply here the details of the dimension. Now, since we already have the details here of the dimensions, here I'm going to supply the general dimension there. Then here I'm going to provide the details of the depth of the object. Here to there, align them there. Then here will be the general dimension of the object there. Okay, so now we do have already the complete details of our dimensions. Now, as you could see, that all the dimensions of the object are placed between the views. There will be no dimensions here or here, neither will be here at the bottom part of the object or at the outer right of the object. So all of your dimensions should just be between the objects. Okay, so that's how we're going to supply our dimensions. And in doing your dimensions, you are still using your HB pencil, okay, for your dimension lines and as well as for your dimension figures. Okay, so that's it. That's how we do supply our dimensions on our object. So again, I hope you learned from this video. So see you in the next video. Goodbye. If you like the video, please subscribe